Here's how to solo leveling in real life. This is my practical guide for guys who want real advice on how to go through this journey. I started my solo leveling journey about 4 months ago with the same goals as you. I'm going to try to give the best advice I can in hopes for other guys who are at my starting point, because honestly, it's unreal how much my life has changed. The Jin Woo method is having metrics to track your progress in life. This makes you aware of your progress on whatever you're trying to get stronger or better at. Jin Woo uses a system to track his progress and follows it daily. This naturally makes him stronger over time due to progressive overload and deliberate practice. And you can do the same. We're going to be covering 5 concepts throughout this video. So, starting from number 1, growth mindset. You can grow in anything. This is the mindset of Jin Woo. Realize that being able to go from where you are to where you want to be starts from the belief that you can achieve it. Jin Woo knew this because he had a system which tracked his metrics. You can do the same thing. Identify what you want to achieve, then make goals and metrics to improve and achieve it. This can be done by writing a goal, then mini goals to support that goal. For example, if you want to lose weight, set the goal to lose weight and have the sub-goals of run 50 kilometers in a week and eat at a 500 caloric deficit daily. Jin Woo had the system. You have your goals. Number 2, fitness. Fitness is what made Jin Woo strong. He went from a scrawny teen with ambition to a strong and powerful man with drive. He had daily quests to make him strong. This is also what you should do. He started off with 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. The rewards that he got was full recovery, plus 3 stat points, and a loot box. What you will do is to get full sleep for full recovery, and you will naturally get stronger over time. As you get stronger, you will notice that the exercises get easier and easier. You are not at the point you were when you first started. You improve. This is where discipline comes into play. Make this a habit and don't stop when it hurts or gets too easy. With these exercises and the right diet, you can hit 10% body fat easily over time. But eventually, Jin Woo didn't get any stronger from these exercises. He became even more powerful through dungeons and defeating monsters. This is where he got his skills like the Shadow Monarch and the Shadow Extraction. A way for you to achieve this is to choose any athletic pursuit you want and set the intent to improve and dominate on it daily. The most lucrative and high ROI pursuits are bodybuilding for aesthetics, calisthenics, or basketball. This literally instills competition among those you meet, whilst being able to create a brotherhood at the same time. Third is mental health. Jin Woo had daily adventures which led him to meet new people and find more opportunities to grow. He didn't just stay in his house locked in like a dungeon dweller. It would be a very different man if that's all he did. Jin Woo went to a total of 135 plus dungeons throughout his time on solo leveling. You can copy this by going on at least one adventure daily. Go outside to visit a park. Go outside to find new clothes. Go outside to think and strategize on your life. Whatever gives you the sense of adventure and excitement, do it. This opens you to loads of new possibilities that you would never have imagined at home all day. At the same time, you would not feel bad mentally because you're working towards something and meeting new people. Whilst Jin Woo was never seen with a journal, I reckon he had one. He's a master planner with an intelligence of 160 plus points. You can mimic this by keeping a journal to write our plans, ambitions, and to write down daily gratitudes for happiness and mental health. The next part is learning. Jin Woo often read reports and documents reviewing a dungeon or something's history to become more informed about his mission. He also had a system to give him a direct plan to get stronger. Whilst we don't have the system or dungeon documents, we do have courses and books to level up the same way. Learning gives our brain new exposures and inspiration to better act on our plans. It could help us create plans by being informed on what's possible for us and having the steps to get there. Either read or watch courses that give you practical advice on the goals that you want to achieve. Do this daily for 1 to 2 hours a day. For courses, I recommend Hamza's Library of Adonis and Oscar Patel's Health Maxing course. For the books, I recommend The Millionaire Fastlane by M.J. DeMarco, Overcoming Gravity by Stephen Lowe, and Hard Times Create Strong Men by Stefan Arnio. These will give you a solid knowledge base for anything that you want to achieve in life. Last that we have is diet. Jin Woo, as an E-rank hunter, was often broke and malnourished. He was shown eating hospital food and instant food. To be fair, the guy was broke. After his system awakening, we can see him have an increase in his appetite for high-protein foods. Due to the intense workloads of the daily tasks and dungeons, he needed to recover fats by eating a high-protein diet. You can copy this by eating a high-protein diet, 1 gram per body weight that we have. For example, Jin Woo weighed 165 pounds. So 165 grams of protein is what we need to recover and get stronger at an optimal rate. I would also imagine that he would have been eating at least 5 to 10 eggs a day to fuel his hormones and testosterone. I'm just imagining the system probably had a macro calculator of whatever he eats. He probably had a quest named Lose Weight Fatty in the beginning. Another thing you could consider is whether you want to cut and show muscle. Another thing you could consider is whether you want to cut and show muscle or bulk and gain muscle. Sung Jin Woo had a physique that was 10 to 12% body fat, but before that, he had to have gained the muscle first. If you do not have the muscle yet, get into a slow caloric surplus of 500 calories that lets you gain 1 pound a week and train like your physique depends on it. Because it does. If you're cutting, get into a 500 to 1000 caloric deficit that lets you lose 1 pound a week and train like your life depended on it. I am not an expert in dietary advice, so look into fitness-based YouTubers to get advice on it. I'm going to end this video with a bit of motivational speech. Sung Jin Woo didn't start strong. He had a journey. He got stronger by putting in the work, learning, failing, and putting in the work again. We are all capable of undergoing the same type of transformation as Sung Jin Woo had, if we go on this journey and put in the work. So it's time to focus and put in the work. This won't happen overnight. This won't come instantly. This is a journey. Your journey. So be sure to make it fun and have fun in the process. Stay young, stay healthy. Peace, love.